Welcome, everyone, back to Assassin's Creed 3. I have been sick the last week or so, and I have felt like absolute shit. But other than that, we're back now. I feel better. I am no longer terribly congested. I sound completely normal now. At least I hope so. And we are going to continue with Connor. We unlocked the naval mission, the first of the naval missions last time, which I'm very much looking forward to. Some of the best parts of the game are the naval missions, and I'm looking forward to it, because I like them a lot. And, I've got some tea here, because it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I am tired. My sleep schedule has been all different kinds of fucked over the last week or so. So I've got some tea. I've got some herbal teas, actually. That was like a Christmas or like holidays themed, like advent calendar type thing. So I'm looking forward to how this one tastes. I think this one's like a cocoa tea. So I'm letting it cool down a little bit, but I'm looking forward to how good it tastes. I hope it tastes good. But I figured game set during the Revolutionary War. I mean, you gotta drink a tea. Come on. But yeah, we're gonna go get the Aquila, the sort of precursor to the Black Flag stuff, because they really went, hey, you know all the naval stuff we had in Assassin's Creed 3 that wasn't really all that well fleshed out? Yeah? How about we make a whole game about that, but we flesh it out completely, why don't we?
And a crew, and we'll find out what it was he held.
And
I met him once. He was 7 feet tall.
yeah, no, that's literally the entirety of Assassin's Creed 4 is that they're like, hey, you remember the naval stuff from 3? Let's flesh that the fuck out. And also do pirates, because this is like 2014 and pirates are the shit.
Go away, boy! Do you not speak the King's English? Oh, I didn't see you there, old man. I'd have set my home in order if I'd known you'd be calling.
The boy's name
And here we see the average...
Restore?
Actually, I don't know what nationality he is. I'm assuming Irish of some kind, because, you know, he's an alcoholic.
She's still the fastest in the Atlantic. Sure, she needs some attention. Minor things mostly, but with a little affection, she'll fly again.
Who is she?
Who is she? Why, the Aquila boy, the ghost of the North Seas.
The boat.
A boat? She's a ship boy, and make no mistake about it. I thought you brought him here to restore order. I reckon he's the greenest thing on the frontier.
Connor.
If I remember correctly, I think the guy who played
You able?
Mr. Gibbs
She does need work.
in Pirates of the Caribbean voices
Yes, I can
Faulkner,
afford it, but I'm lacking in the
if
proper
I remember
supplies.
correctly.
Some quality timber would help me get started.
I can see to that. How long before she is able to sail again?
Just get me the lumber, boy. I'll raise a crew.
It vaguely sounds like, and I apologize for not remembering the actor's name, but it sounds like Gibbs, like roughly. Doing a bit of a different accent than Gibbs has, which I guess makes sense, because the rough timeline for the Pirates of the Caribbean movies is like the early 1700s, like to the 1730s, I think, is when the latest one might be 1750s, I don't remember. But is like from the early 1700s to like the mid 1700s, so I mean, that's like a good 60 years, I think. 60 years from the 1730s, which is when I think 4 takes place in the 1730s. I don't like to talk about the 5th one because the 5th one is not great. The fourth one is not as good as the trilogy, but I mean, the fourth one is at least watchable. So now we have to go get lumber for our boat.
There you are. I've something to show you. Come, take a look.
What is it?
A ledger. It lets us manage
Have
the
some of this.
homestead's
I'm gonna have some of
debts.
this tea.
And these?
That was years ago. Before the slow fever, before the Templars, before everything collapsed.
It's not bad, actually.
But that's all in the past.
Could use a tiny bit more sugar.
Better we focus on what's in front
That's
of
just
us.
because I grew up in the South,
Take up the ledger,
where
and
if you
I'll
don't put
teach you how it all works.
several pounds of sugar in your tea, it's not good and proper tea, now is it? But it is just the way it is. Trading menu, land convoy. Oh yeah, speaking of the speaking of things that they took from this game to flesh out more completely in Assassin's Creed 4, the convoy system in this game and like the trading system that he just showed us completely gets expanded upon in 4, and it's much better in 4 because you actually get rewards from doing it. I think you get like one reward
My days a blur of
from
training and work.
the
What little
Kenways.
Achilles allowed me was spent
Ugh,
learning about
excuse me.
the Templars,
From the
about
Kenway's
Charles
Fleet
and my
minigame.
father. I longed to confront them.
And
to
we
put an end
still
to
have
this
no
scheme,
drip.
to ensure my people would remain untroubled.
Wait, wasn't there a homestead? There is! We're gonna go do this before we do the, We're gonna go do the homestead mission before we do the naval mission. Side note, I'm testing a controller at the moment, so... testing it for stick drift, because I plan on selling a console, and I want to make sure that I'm not giving them a defective controller, so I'm going to test it and make sure that it actually works. I'm gonna whoop on someone's ass. Oh, wait. I may have fucked it up. Maybe not.
Someone!
Oh, no, I didn't. That's what you're supposed to do. And he's still alive. What? They fucking lynched him? I know that's not the term, the, like, historically accurate term, but that's just straight up lynching, where you tie someone around their ankles and hang them upside down. That's just straight up lynching, I'm fairly certain.
Thank you.
But...
Are you all right?
Trying to remember what he does.
Didn't do much to me.
I
aside
think
from a
he's
good
the
scare.
doctor?
Laggards.
What do
I
they want?
think? I think
My
he's the
purse,
doctor.
Which was meager, and they decided to punish me for their trouble. Silly, really. My tools and equipment were worth a king's share to the right man. In any case, I had best get on my way. It's a long walk to the nearest inn. I thank you again for your kindness.
Have you no home?
Oh, well, I was a proud resident of Boston until recently, but I'm not a supporter of His Majesty, and, well, I was forced out of my woodshop and home by loyalists.
Oh, he's
There are
like
plenty around here
he's
who could
I
use
think
the
he
services
might
of
be a
skilled
carpenter.
craftsman if you were looking for somewhere to settle.
Is that right? I may look into that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see his apron. He's a carpenter. So, I know there is a doctor, woodworker, carpenter. He's a fucking carpenter. That's what a woodworker is. He's a whittler. Shut up. Fuck you. Kidding. So now we'll go do naval missions. I love the naval missions. They're awesome. And now we have the Aquila. And I'm going to pronounce it like that because it pisses people off when you do that. Same thing if I ever end up playing Skyrim. I'm going to pronounce all of the Norse names wrong.
No, not the left foot. Never the left foot. Horrible look. Step with your right foot first.
Ah, sailors. They're a superstitious bunch.
She is solid?
Aye. Weatherly and sleek. She'll fetch 12 knots in a stiff gale. Ne'er a ship from here to Singapore can outrun her on her best day. What do you say we take her out? Show you what she can do firsthand.
Where would we go?
As it happens, she still needs guns and the officers to command them. We'll launch straight away. Don't worry, lad. I'll make sure you sprout good sea legs.
This is ironic considering what his grandfather did for a living.
Come on, men. Let's get her out where she needs to be.
Sailing with no opened sails, by the way. Ubisoft knows how a boat works. Or ship. Sorry, I do need to specify. But I was looking forward to this last time.
Come on,
I was a
lad,
little
no time
upset
like
last
the
time
present.
because this was we did the mission to get the lumberjacks, and then the naval
Take the
mission
helm.
popped up, and I was super mad because it's some of my favorite missions in this game. Those fuck ass boots, Connor. They do not.
Double time, boy. It's time you...
Brother got
Come on,
no
come on,
drip
she
and no
won't bite.
hose. Me and Connor are much the same, then. Got
You
no
have
drip and
sailed.
no hose. Oh, we're going to Martha's Vineyard.
Ha! Your killer flies again. Do you feel it, lad?
I was
Set a
about to
course
say
for
that
Martha's
Martha's
Vineyard.
Vineyard's where George Washington
find
lives,
our guns
but
and
that's
officers
not
there.
true. That's Mount
She's a
Vernon.
nimble vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. And the firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows. Call for full sail if you like.
Hang on, we're gonna adjust the volume just a little bit. General, okay, everything's at a 6, so it's not like quieter than it was. I don't
Wind
know.
looks to be shifting. Stay alert, Connor. Gusty winds can be difficult to manage.
And we're bound for the Rio Grande. All away, boys, away. Away for Rio. And we're bound for the Rio Grande. I don't remember the name of the song and for the words to the song, unfortunately. Been too long since I played Black Flag.
Now, take us through these shallows. Careful not to run up on them. The sandbars will slow us down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hole. And if you want to make a quick tack, call for half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
I'm not entirely sure if that's true. I would imagine it's true. I would imagine I don't know. I'm not a sailor, and I'm especially not a like a sailboat sailor, so I've got no idea how it works.
Mind those other vessels. Hold your tack to keep you right of way.
I just yawned. I hope that didn't pop up in the is that the Randolph in front of us? No. Maybe. I don't know. I know the Randolph shows up later because the captain is a Templar, but I don't remember how the model looks in game. I don't think that's the Randolph. If I remember correctly, it's a little more sleek than that. But it is what it is. It's just random other frigate number 682. Why is that so quiet? Like them talking on the boat. Would also like to point out that the British Grenadiers is playing in the background. Can you tell this game is set in the 1700s? Can you tell it now? But, that's where we need to be. Gonna take no damage because I'm a fucking
We're
baller.
close.
That was the whitest possible thing I could have said in that moment. I'm sorry. And we're bound for the royal ground. Every time that I play like a naval mission in any game, I think of that song. I played a shitload of Black Flag, I'll tell you that much. But now we just kind of smooth operator. Smooth.
Drop anchor. We'll go ashore, buy our guns, and find our officers.
I think the officers are like two drunk dudes at the bar, which, I mean, shit. That sounds properly piratey.
Oh, hello, Miss Mandy. You're looking every bit as ravishing as I remember.
After all these years, you sail all the way to the vineyard to pay me compliments?
We are looking for David and Richard Clutterbuck.
Nice to see you, too.
Ah. I had a thing in my back. I fucking fell today, or yesterday, I should say. I fell yesterday, and oh my god, it hurt so bad.
Lads, but where I was going, no one
Thought I
would know.
broke my fucking, shin.
Between contracts at the moment.
It was the worst, and my shin still hurts. Like, I can't touch the front of my shin without it, like, almost killing me from the pain. So,
We'd be for getting into a few more scraps.
it's terrible.
Good show. The Aquila is a fine vessel. We're fitting all the guns as we speak.
Looks like your friend's about to catch a beating.
Where is Charles Lee?
Oh, hey, the Dickhead Club.
Hey, you don't want to be doing that, Biddle.
Bobby Falk.
Nicholas Biddle, that was his name. I did not remember what his name was. All I remember is that he looks vaguely greasy.
Not in here, gentlemen. Better still, not at all. Bobby, take your friends and get out!
Let's go, boys. Our guns ought to be ready. Come on.
All I remember is that he's like a dickhead. And he looks generally gross. You'd think they'd be suspicious of us having the money to buy these. Because, I don't know if you know this, cannons are expensive. I really am sorry if the yawns are getting picked up by the mic.
What the bloody hell was that about?
The older man is a Templar. Who was he with?
Templar. The young buck was Nicholas Biddle. Nobody. Sails before the mast. Midshipman for the crown.
Are the guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a suitable target and show you how they work. We've fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start, but rest assured there's ample room to add
Excuse
more
me.
should you feel the need.
Yeah, start of the naval of the ship upgrade system, which once again is considerably better in Black Flag
Looks
than
like
it is
a
in this
British
game.
frigate with half seas over. Should do nicely for a spotted target practice. Bring around broadside, and when all guns are on target, call fire. Round shot for a start.
Right.
Well done, boy. Now, aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible.
Now we're just shooting. I really am sorry if the commentary's not very enthusiastic. I am extremely tired.
Now give the swivel guns a turn. More precise. Hit those old powder barrels and light up the sky.
Like, I really am Like, I'm gonna record this and then upload it, and then my ass is going to bed. I am exhausted. So I do apologize if I'm not particularly enthusiastic today. But when you're tired, you're not as funny.
Interests me. Ah, getting a taste for the open sea, are we? We'll make a jack tar out of you yet. Now,
I think just a little bit more sugar in that tea would be really, really good. I didn't put any honey in it this time. I probably should have put some honey in it. I usually put honey and sugar into my tea because it's kind of a different sweetness to it.
Why is he shooting at us? Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take your pick.
What do we do?
Naught else but to fight back. Sink the bastard! Use the swivels on him, Captain!
Oh, I missed. Fuck you. All away for the day, away from my home. And also, I would also like to point out, in real life, no schooner and gunboat would ever be stupid enough to attack a ship of this size.
English frigate! Oh, be big twattles, another one. Where in the bloody hell did she come from?
Yay, micro stutters. And I love how this is literally just like, oh, go get the guns. Now get jumped after buying the guns, so you have an excuse to use the guns. Ow. Couldn't even brace because I was like in the animation firing. There we go. I'm sorry, I'm too good. I beat the levels before I get a chance to full synchronize.
Back to you first, boy, J-boy. Now we best be getting back, or the old man will have my guts for garters.
God, I wish I was a... Well, I shouldn't say I wish I was a pirate. I wish I was like the idealized version of a pirate. You know, the Pirates of the Caribbean kind, not the actual kind. Actual kind would be terrible, but Pirates of the Caribbean kind, I would not mind. But that's not how reality works. God, are we gonna get the Boston Tea Party in this episode? I'm trying to remember when the...
I got him.
Was it 1773?
You get what I need, and I'll give him to you.
Oh, a schizophrenic man.
You got a ship. Could find him all to boot.
Who is that man?
Him? Some old salt's always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd. Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
And the house is fucking gone because this game sucks and can't render anything.
3 weeks, and not even a goodbye before you left.
Sorry.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I never noticed that he had like dreads until just now while looking.
Put them on.
Oh, hey, look, it's our much needed drip. It's almost like I predicted that because I've played this game before. There's going to be a shitload of moments like that where I'm just like, oh, if only we had like this item, it would help us. Like,
such occasion.
it would help us figure it out, like figure out this puzzle, and then we're gonna get it like 10 seconds later because I've played these games.
Your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
Now we don't look like a candy ass, except, you know, we still kind of look like a candy ass. Complete sequence 5. I forget how many sequences are in this game. Oh god, don't tell me we have to do like modern day stuff. God damn it, I hate the modern day stuff.
You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news.
And this is like the actual good modern day stuff, and it still sucks.
And it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
God damn it.
Safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe.
Son of a
Once we have
whore.
access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems, we'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van too, but there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
Ah, yes, the hooded guy's not going to be suspicious at all. God, the modern day stuff sucks ass in the new games too, but the fucking the modern day stuff has never been good, and anyone who says it was good
If only they knew.
is a liar. Oh, right. The end of the fucking world is a plot point in this game because, you know, this is before December 21st, 2012. So, like, the day the world's supposed to end.
The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above.
What do you mean above?
Great textures on that parachute, by the way. Oh, you're telling me that the other part of this episode's gonna be fucking modern day mission? Oh, I fucking hate the modern stuff.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Like, the only reason the modern stuff was better back before Assassin's Creed, like, I think Unity was the first one where it started going downhill. The only reason that it was good before that is because I had a fucking plot to follow. Because they were like, oh, we saved the world in Assassin's Creed 3. And then you get to Valhalla, and it's like, oh, nope, sorry, no, you didn't. You fucked everything up again. Why? I don't know. That is what it is. This is not the part of Assassin's Creed everybody likes. This is the part that everybody hates, including me. I hate it. There's no point complaining. Don't weep for the stupid. You'll be crying all day. We'll just try to get it over and done with so we can go dump tea into a harbor. Did I say Boston Tea Party or Boston Massacre earlier? I think I said Boston Tea Party, but I could be wrong. We've already been through the Boston Massacre. We got accused of murder during the Boston Massacre, which, I mean, Connor's a brown guy, so that's not really surprising.
Seriously, Sean? Fuck you.
Oh, I gotta admit, I've had relationships like this with coworkers. They are the biggest bunch of assholes, but like, you gotta love them still. What direction? This direction? Yeah, this direction. I think it would just be easier to accept the end of the world than do this shit. Like, this is a lot of effort just for saving the world, and that doesn't end up fucking working for all that long, considering. Of course, they don't know that, but I know that because I've played Valhalla, and at the end of Valhalla, the fucking world is ending, and you gotta try to fix it. And then I don't know anything after that because I haven't played Mirage or Shadows. I own Mirage now because it was on sale, but I do not own Shadows. I plan on it at some point.
The slightest misstep means you're effectively paced.
Shut up, Sean.
Those two are fucking. I don't know if I've mentioned this before whenever they're on screen. Those two are, god damn it. Those two are fucking. They're absolutely, and if they weren't fucking before, they're gonna be fucking after this game in specific. Probably like Abby from NCIS. She's probably into some weird shit. You know Abby was into some weird shit. Like, look, that particular phenotype is always into some freaky shit. I've met girls who are like that particular phenotype. I shouldn't say phenotype. I don't think that's the right word. Like I guess you want to say stereotype of like the goth girl. Yeah, they're always into some weird shit. It's like it's like if you go on a blind date with a girl and you ask her what her favorite movie is and she tells you Human Centipede. It's like, okay. Oh, I killed myself. Damn. But it's like whenever you go on if you go on a blind date with a girl and she's like, oh, you're like, oh, what's your favorite movie? She goes, oh, my favorite movie is Human Centipede. I would be like, okay. Waiter, the check, please. Because look, I would be okay with some freaky shit. That's a little too freaky, even for me. Be like you go to her house and she's got a human heart in a jar and, oh, god damn it, I did it again. Fucker. It's like if you go to her house and she's got like a human heart in a jar and you're like, where'd you get this? And you're like, why do you have this? And she's like, oh, I work in a morgue. And I would be sitting there like, okay, that doesn't answer the question I just asked. Why do you have it? But who knows? I've rambled a fuckload for having said essentially nothing. It's one of my superpowers. This is about the point where I would say fuck the world. This is about the time where I would say fuck the world and just go do something else. You could not pay me to do this shit. Mostly because I'm, horrendously fat and I would probably die. Well, not horrendously. I'm just fat. I'm not horrendously fat anymore. I used to be. Man, the fact that Ezio could still do this shit at like 50, that has got to be just hell on your knees. Oh, hey, look. The magic... I was yawning, sorry. Hey, look, the magical Rubik's Cube of Destiny that we need. And there wasn't an alarm on that?
That wasn't so bad.
So, you must be Desmond. Not exactly what
Oh, crap. A white guy with a gun.
Your kind doesn't have many options.
I wonder how many times that's been said throughout history. Probably a lot.
Ask your father. Now give me that.
I don't think so.
Look, I'm not supposed to kill you, but the boss man didn't say anything about fucking you up. So you got to the counter.
What was the plan there? Like, they know that Desmond can fuck up armed guards with minimal effort. Why
So who the hell
not
is
just
Daniel Cross?
shoot
Believe it or
him?
not, he used to be an assassin. The assassin, the way I've heard it told, but it turned out he was a sleeper agent for Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and destroy the organization.
How did he know you were there? We could be compromised.
They must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent Cross to see what we were after. If they were aware of our current location, we'd know. Though, I will say this. Doesn't bode very well for future expeditions.
I've set up some cameras topside. If anyone shows up, we'll see it.
I'd suggest you go see him at Funny.
This reminds me of the scene in, I think it's Origins, where that lady is researching Bayek and Aya, and those Abstergo guys show up, and she just fucking turns into a super heroine and kills them all. Vaguely is what that reminds me of. Okay, what was I supposed to do? I was not paying attention. What was I supposed to do? I'm assuming it's got something to do with this area up here. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. That's what I'm supposed to be paying attention, so I know this shit. Excuse me. Ugh. Yeah, it's still got a little bit of a cough, but other than that, I'm okay, which is a considerable. Oh yeah, there's the crazy lady.
Wonder what's inside.
That was not Desmond
One way
speaking.
to find out.
I think one of the only, like, universally agreed on things is that these games' soundtracks slap pretty hard. Okay, that was telling me to go look at it, so I'm gonna go look at it and then go back to Connor. I want to at least get the next Connor mission in this, so I may go a little bit longer than usual. Excuse me. I don't know if that even picked up. I don't know. White woman.
Is it fixed? Immutable?
I like the fact that she's, like, pretty explicitly fucking insane and Desmond doesn't pick up on that.
Or might it be changed? Here we heard the answer, and thought that it might be. They were used to command, to control, to own.
That tea does taste pretty good.
But we soon discovered
Just a
another
little more sugar. I've mentioned that like 3 times now. I apologize.
Their thoughts took on form. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000 more. Might we change the consensus and wheel the thread away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence.
I don't like how she's looking directly at me.
Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save.
Please stop looking at me, crazy hologram ghost lady.
But it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
I would like to point out that this supposedly fucking hyper advanced race that is so far beyond humanity that, at least in modern canon, we literally worshipped them as if they were gods. And this is proven because the Greek pantheon provably exists in Odyssey. These people couldn't solve how to deal with a fucking solar flare.
Travel back to change the past, but we could not find a way. But forward, we could.
Well, I should say modern humanity would be kind of fucked if a solar flare came through, but like, you're telling me that with all of this advanced ass, like, technology, you couldn't figure out a way to shield the Earth from a solar flare?
But the answer was always.
Actually, I think in-game they call it a solar maximum. which is a different thing and a much worse thing than just a solar flare, but like...
In time, she too stopped looking, and instead began to speak. She called out across time in the hopes that you might be saved.
So wait. Oh yeah, because they're like a precursor civilization. I was about to say, so you can talk to people in the fucking Renaissance, but you can't go back in time. And then I remembered, wait a minute. No, because they existed before the Renaissance.
What you want?
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Oh no, I killed the hot blonde who wanted to bone me. I'm so sad.
I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
I love how he knows that and he acknowledges that whatever happens on the other side of that door is what Juno wants him to do. And Juno is fucking crazy and he does it anyway. Like, she could just straight up be fucking lying to him for all he knows. Like, this isn't like Valhalla where there's evidence that the world is, you know, fucking dying. No, this is like, oh, the Mayan calendar. If we don't do it before the Mayan calendar date, you know, the world ends. You don't fucking know that unless there's like a lore blurb that I didn't know about or that I'm forgetting about. It's like, what evidence? Okay, we're not going to have time for the Boston Tea Party. Son of a bitch. Anyway, like, what evidence do you have that she's not just lying to you to get what she wants? Okay, yeah, so this is the next thing for the queue. Actually, no, you know what? Fuck it. We are doing the Boston Tea Party. I'm not having the second mission of the video be a fucking modern day mission. Fuck that. I'm not having one of the only 2 missions in this episode be the modern day stuff. I refuse.
Between the crown and its subjects' phrase, and behind them both the Templars plot, pulling strings and moving pieces. History dictates they seek order through control, but how will they affect it here? Who supports them? And what conspiracies have they already spun? All these things.
Is it the Tea Party or is it the?
Spare a moment.
Of course.
Have a look.
I can't remember if it's the.
Xingbao.
Yeah, it would be the Tea Party.
Dart, if you prefer. One of the many plans.
Oh, hey, look, it's all the outfits that I own.
Sorry.
We'll have to work on this.
Oh, hey, look, it's all the outfits that I own. Because I have Uplay. Also, fun fact, if you buy this game nowadays, you just straight up get all of the Uplay stuff for free.
For now.
What do you mean? What has happened?
Men came, claiming we had to leave. They said that the land was being sold and that the Confederacy had consented. We sent an envoy, but they would not listen.
You must refuse.
We cannot oppose the Sachem, but you're right as well. We cannot give up our home.
Do you have a name? Do you know who is responsible?
He is called William Johnson.
Where is Johnson now?
In Boston, making preparations for the sale.
Sale? This is theft.
Connor, take care. These men are powerful.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
If you insist upon this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help. What have you done?
When my people go to war, a hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start. When the threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
You could have used a tree.
I do actually think that hatchet, yeah, that hatchet stays there. Till the end of the game, of course. But, you know. This is an Assassin's Creed game. The assassin kills all the bad guys. That's not really surprising. I'm going to go look at the outfits real quick that I have. And then we'll go do the Boston Tea Party. No, I'm not having the... so any episode with a modern day segment is automatically getting 3 missions instead of 2, because I am not fucking having one of my 2 like missions per episode be a modern day mission. Fuck you, Ubisoft. I'm not doing that. Yeah. Arno, Edward, Jacob, Ezio. It's always the Brotherhood outfit for Ezio. Have you ever noticed that? It's always the brother. It's not the Assassin's Creed 2 outfit. It's not his first one. It's the Brotherhood outfit in all of these. There's even one for... Actually, no, that makes sense, because this game came out around the same time. The remaster of this game came out around the same time as Odyssey. It's actually how I got this game, is through Odyssey's Season Pass. So I guess it makes sense. Should we put on a different outfit? No, we'll keep the Connor outfit for right now. We'll keep the Connor outfit. We may change it later, but we'll keep the Connor fit for right now. Excuse me. So this episode's going to be closer to probably an hour. Because each of these missions takes like 10 minutes. Or, well, not strictly 10 minutes, but, yeah. We'll get it done. Okay, wait. Wait a minute. I'm being stupid again. I can just do this. Yeah, a lot of the Odyssey stuff is gonna just be walking around. I'll probably edit around for like Odyssey and Origins and Valhalla. Definitely Valhalla. But I'll probably, whenever we get to Odyssey and Valhalla and Origins and all those, the videos will probably get more edited, more kind of cut down. Cut down in terms of like walking around, not strictly in terms of like content. Probably be more content actually, because I'll be cutting out a lot of the walking around bits. But just because there's so many, there's so much walking.
We need to act, and I'm talking about
like
more
running
than a
around.
sternly worded letter.
Okay, I was right. It is the Boston Tea Party.
Ah, Connor.
Wow,
Again.
I have entirely
brings you
too
to
much
Boston?
knowledge on this game.
Would you excuse us, fellows?
You know, Connor, that sounded vaguely like a threat.
That conversation was about to turn unpleasant. Now, what can I do for you?
I was hoping you could help me locate William Johnson.
Of course. I'm headed to a meeting with some men who should be able to help. Why don't you come along? It's good to see the people finally taking a stand against injustice.
Says the man who owns a slave.
Ooh, sorry? I practice what I preach, my friend. She's not a slave, but a freed woman, at least on paper. Men's minds are not so easily turned. It's a tragedy that for all our progress, still we cling to such barbarism.
Then speak out against it.
We must focus first on defending our rights. When this is done, we'll have the luxury of addressing these other matters.
You speak as though...
And then they wouldn't address it for almost 100 fucking years.
Tell that to my neighbor who was compelled to quarter British troops, or to my friend whose store was closed because he displeased the crown. The people here are no freer than Surrey.
Actually, fun fact, the founding fathers, specifically Thomas Jefferson, fucking hated the concept of slavery, but Jefferson couldn't really do anything about it because he actually...
Who want to take my property? You tell them to sail across the pond and take it themselves.
Jefferson actually wrote a condemnation of slavery in the Declaration of Independence, but he took it out because he figured if he did that, the southern colonies wouldn't join the northern colonies in resisting the British, which, you know, is a fairly good assumption to make as to what would happen. I mean, considering the southern states literally fucking rebelled to keep their slaves, it's not a bad assumption to make.
Justice for once. I dare the governor to send more. You all right?
Ew. I just realized he's French.
Not my first dance. For all their teeth and claws, these little foxes, they fight like puppies. Thank you, my friend. I'd buy you an ale, but I'm expecting somewhere else.
Ew. French. That's almost as bad as being British. Do not worry, boy. They are afraid. Because they're vampires? Yes. But also because they are British. I watched the most recent video from them actually today. Very good. It's Hunter the Parenting, if you don't know. Very good web series. Extremely good. From the same guy who made If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech. In fact, he made it as a direct result of being told he could no longer make text-to-speech. Should I? Yeah, we'll go ahead and kill the taxman. Add that to the list of statements I've said that would get me a visit from the authorities. Oh, hell. Ah, god damn it. God diggity damn it. Oh, well. There's an almanac page. I wonder. Can I get to it? I would like to. God. Fucking pages in these Kenway games. Fucking the almanac pages in this one. Ben Franklin's fucking, or the almanac pages in this one. The fucking shanty pages in 4. Get it, you son of a whore. There we go. I'm sorry for saying that. I'm sure your mother was a lovely woman when she was alive. Which she's not anymore. I'm not even going the right way. Fuck a damn duck. Actually, this might not be the Boston Tea Party. This might be the lead up to the Boston Tea Party. Like the preamble. So
Connor, I'd like you to meet some like-minded friends. The owner of this fine establishment, William Molyneux, and the manager and chef of his newest venture, Stéphane Chaffeau.
Ah, Connor and I just had a ball with some red coats enforcing some taxmen outside my home.
The collectors grow bolder and more forceful. Something we must address, Samuel.
Then let us raise a banner. Something to let the people know that they are not alone. The docks are an angry place of late. Protesters picketing the latest shipments of British tea. The eyes of the city are upon that stage.
A Bostonian without his tea is a dangerous beast.
William Johnson is smuggling the tea off the ships. One of his men tried to sell me this. A sample of what I refused. But it's from those ships. No mistaking the stamp. He's charging a king's ransom. Must be he's making a mint off those who buy it.
Where is he now?
I've never met the man.
May I ask why you seek him, Connor?
He intends to purchase the land upon which my village stands, without the consent of my people.
No doubt the revenue from his little smuggling endeavor is financing the acquisition. A tax enforced on tea grants a boon to smugglers, I'll wager the same men who levy the taxes are selling the tea. A stage requires a spectacle, and I may know the play.
Connor, head back to the docks and see to the destruction of the tea. If you should need us, return here.
So wait, is the Boston Tea Party this this mission?
Pardon me.
Oh, come on, mate.
Oh yeah, okay, so here's a bit of a bit of a history lesson for you all. Been a little bit since I've done this. So what we are looking at right now is sort of the culmination of a period where the British Crown levied a shitload of taxes on the colonies. The reason they did this was because the Crown was effectively destitute after the French and Indian Wars, or after the French and Indian War. In addition to, you know, fighting the French and the Indians in New World, this is part of the larger, much larger 7 Years' War that the British fought with the, whoa, massive stutter, with the Prussians, the Austrians, the French, I think the Spanish as well. Just basically a huge war, like a World War before World Wars were a thing. In essence, like, it was sort of the precursor to what you would see in conflicts like World War I, and then later World War II was the 7 Years' War. It was sort of one of the first. Oh my fucking god, the stutters are terrible. It was sort of one of the really first global wars, because this was during the age of empires where, you know, European countries had the manpower and the resources to do this kind of shit. But after the French and Indian War, and, you know, the 7 Years' War more extendedly, but for the colonists at least, the important part is it was the French and Indian War, the British were broke. Like, extremely incessantly broke. And so what Parliament elected to do was Parliament decided to begin levying taxes on the colonies, because they figured, well, hey, we used, you know, our military strength to protect the colonies from the French and, you know, the tribes who were attacking the colonies and, you know, the British military in the frontier. We can levy taxes on the colonies, and, you know, they'll pay them happily. It's, you know, it's the cost of of the war we fought to protect you. And suffice to say, the colonists were not happy about this. Like, at all. Colonists were not happy about this. They protested incessantly against this course of action, and you know, riots. The Boston Massacre was a big part of it. That was caused by unrest because of things like the Stamp Act, and I think there were taxes on glass, paper, paint. Tea was a big one at the time. You know, people were. This is the 1700s, and you know, they're essentially British citizens as well. So, you know, they fucking love their tea. They can't get enough of the tea. You know, they start attacks on tea, paper, paint, glass, anything that the colonies couldn't really make for themselves was taxed incessantly because the colonies couldn't make them themselves, because those were objects that pretty much had to be imported from Great Britain and, you know, the places in the British Empire where they could be manufactured. The colonists had to purchase them. They had to buy these items from the British. They had to pay the British taxes on these items. And the colonists thought this was bullshit because, you know, partially, you know, if you look at it from an objective point of view, it's money gouging your citizens because they have to buy these items from you because they can't make them themselves. In addition to this, at the time, there was no representation for the colonists in the New World. They, you know, the logistical problems of getting to England to participate in Parliament were a bit much for the colonies, considering that's like 6 months to get to England from the New World on like the fastest ships of the day. So, you know, it's a little inconvenient. And, you know, that's where the whole phrase, no taxation without representation, comes in. Because the main thing that the colonists were pissed about, does the game want to fucking let me parry? Jesus. Anyway, the main thing that the colonists were mad about was, you know, of course, they were mad about having to pay the taxes. What they were especially mad about is because they were not given the option to vote on there being taxes levied on the colonies, because they had no representation in Parliament, because, quite frankly, bit of a trek to get to England, like I said, to get from the colonies to England to participate in Parliament. So they just didn't have any. And, you know, part of the reason is just they were pissed that they had no say in this. And any solutions that were given were ultimately rejected because, like, quite frankly, Parliament wanted their money, King George wanted their money, and if they got their way, they were going to have it. And a lot of years of unrest were prevalent before the revolution finally kicked off. It's like, it wasn't, you know, all of a sudden the colonies wake up and they've decided, you know, fuck the crown, fuck the king, we're gonna just rebel and, you know, kill a bunch of redcoats. Not how it happened. There were a lot of years of discontent before eventually the colonists just said, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna go ahead and rebel because we're not getting what we want, and we're just gonna leave. And the British had a problem with this because, of course, they did. And yeah, but this was one of the big ones. The tea was one of the big ones. In addition to and the Stamp Act, which was on a shitload of things, were qualified under the Stamp Act. Oh, I don't have enough money. Were, you know, things like stamps, envelopes, maps. Anything, essentially anything made of paper was qualified under the Stamp Act to be taxed additionally. Just a lot of taxes being levied at one time. And the colonists were not a fan. Which, I mean, quite frankly, I don't blame them. It's kind of bullshit. But, I mean, that's governments for you. That can be governments for you, I should say. If the government does what it's supposed to do, that doesn't happen. But, you know, it's hardly ever perfect. We don't live in a perfect world, after all. Okay. I love how I can be, like, 600, foot lengths ahead of them, and they will just hit me from all the way back there. This one's gonna run long. We're already over an hour. The fucking exporting on this one's gonna be a pain in the ass. It'll take like an hour, but I do this because I want to. Not because I have to. Not to say that it's bad. I enjoy making the videos. It gives me an opportunity to play my favorite game and ramble, because I like doing both of those things. But yeah, just like a very brief, very general overview of the current situation in game of the... Am I even... Okay, I am doing. I think I'm doing something relevant to the mission? I'm assuming, because I don't have like another mission marker. Okay. Okay, yeah, that was to do with the mission. Right. Then the next one's a fort, I think. Connor, fucking drop, you stupid fucker! Sorry, it's just... I hate how these games control sometimes. Sometimes they don't control particularly well. Okay, so I can do the fort, or... Okay, I'm ending it here, because we have far exceeded our time. Anyway, next time's going to be the Boston Tea Party, which... We'll get into the Boston Tea Party next time, but thank you, anybody who elected to watch the video, if you're still watching all the way through to this point. If you didn't, that's okay. I appreciate your time if you stopped by for a few minutes. If you liked it, like the video. If you didn't like it, that's okay too. Once again, just thank you for your time. If you have any, criticism, compliments, anything else, leave a comment if you want to. If for some reason you enjoy these videos and you want to see more, subscribe. It's completely free. You don't have to. I wouldn't expect anyone to. I'm just doing this for me, but if you want to, the option is there. But these will start becoming more frequent, believe me. I did not intend to get sick. I got sick immediately after I got home from vacation. So, not very pleasant, but these should start coming more and more frequently. I'm hoping every 2 days, roughly, 1 or 2 days, maybe. But anyway, so thank you once again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!